recording video has commenced. Recording audio has also commenced. And I'm being told by the control room that we are ready to launch. So let's do this. Oh.
Fully work.
I like that Brian pees before the show, right now.
Before?
Yeah, like you're peeing
I call this during.
Oh, this is during. Okay.
Oh, shake it.
Little
shake it off. There we go. Don't want it,
Don't shake it more than 3 times or,
That's right.
You know the old saying, the old
Don't
phrase.
want to have any sort of stains.
No.
Pants stains.
No. Frog pants stains.
Front pants stains. But I like frog pants stains too.
Yeah, those are good.
Card game number 2.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
How bad is the bombing at home?
Well, it's getting worse. Dad thinks we should move into one of the underground cities. He's getting the papers today.
It's that bad.
Yeah, Alex. I don't know when I'll get back to see you.
Derek, you're almost old enough to be a space cadet.
James, go and prevent the confusion in the city.
This is the Morning Stream. Behave yourselves.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. There's a lot of in there.
There is. Yes.
Yeah. Sounds like somebody, I don't know, eating paper or something. Anyway, it's Scott Johnson here. Brian Ibbett there. Hi, Brian. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey. Look, we got a show. It's a Tuesday. We hope everybody's doing okay. We had a weird day yesterday because it was like 75 degrees. Beautiful day. Sunny, warm, shorts, perfect. And then last night, a little bit of wind before bed and thought, no big deal. We'll see what happens in the morning. Woke up this morning, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch of snow and 32 degrees. So you never know. The Intermountain freaking spring business is never very predictable. You kind of have to just push through it. And
we're going to be getting that tonight. We had the same deal, right? 75, almost 80 yesterday. Got out on the bike. Watching somebody walk their dog in front of my house. I really got to figure out a way to put this camera, share this camera a different way.
Is there a way to make it an input? We got to figure that out. That sounds great.
I bet there is a way I can do it. Lady walking her dog in front of my house, and the dog smells something in our lawn and doesn't just stop and drag their feet on the ground to prevent them from getting moved.
Yeah.
He just dropped in the grass. It is a chocolate lab. She just finally pulled him out of frame, but the dog just dropped. I am not moving. It's like the kid laying down on the floor in the bank because didn't get a sucker from the teller. And I'm not leaving until I get a sucker. They just go limp and lay on the floor.
I feel like big tired dogs feel like they have the right to just plop down when they want.
Exactly.
Yeah. Little dogs,
what was I saying when I got distracted by a dog?
About,
the weather. Yeah. So 75, 80 degrees yesterday. Gorgeous day. Got out on the bike, and then it's 50s today. We're getting whatever you've got. We're getting it tonight, overnight. And
you
then,
might get a little snow, but it won't be too bad. It'll be all right.
Typical Rocky Mountains, you and me will see 70-degree weather by the end of the weekend.
It's the most unpredictable springs on the planet in this area. It's so stupid because it'll be really warm and awesome one day, and then snowy the next day, and then warm and awesome the next day, and you just can't really predict it. Not famously, but everyone remembers the trip to Vegas I took in 2015 or whatever it was, and then on the way home, that was in May, I think.
Right.
Or maybe late April, but it was well into spring. We got hit with a freaking snowstorm blizzard thing on the way home and ended up getting stuck in the highway. Had to stay in a hotel off the road.
It took us pee in a Starbucks cup.
I had to pee in a Starbucks cup. While a trucker watched me over here, who's way up here looking at me the whole time. Anyway.
Real good there. By the way, there's a stop if you want to go up and meet me at the next exit. Bring the pee.
Yeah, you bring that pee
Don't
with you.
pour that out.
You bring that pee with you, boy. You throw out that pee, I'm not interested anymore.
Keep it warm by the air heater.
Yeah, that's how I like my pee. I like it warm. But anyway, so wet weather. It's weird. All right,
Yeah.
I got just got a quick thanks to send out to everybody, especially to Tadpool, who I think we're sort of tip of the spear on this, but the Rock Runners Incorporated deal that I launched yesterday on Kickstarter, my card game that I designed and made, took off and funded in like 12 minutes, and then it kept going, and now we're up to, I don't know, 300% higher than we thought we were going to be.
Amazing. Yeah.
So we want to keep that train running. Obviously, I've got some stretch goals being prepped as we speak that will be put up there today. And they'll be there for everybody, including people who've already supported if they want to go up higher or if they want to stay, whatever. We're going to unlock some additional cards, like some booster pack stuff. So really cool stuff coming. Just keep your eyes open on that. I'll make sure to let everybody know. But giant thanks to everybody who helped make that go through yesterday, because
super cool.
anytime you do a Kickstarter, it's like, how's this going to go? Is it going to be fast? Is it going to be short? Am I going to have to, at day 28, am I going to be desperately trying to figure out a way to,
like I did with a couple of those early Andrew Allen albums, like please fund. I'm gonna, if we miss this thing by $1,500, I'm gonna have to just put it on a credit card so we can make this damn album.
I think part of my problem is I lowball because I don't want to do it.
That's
then,
the
yeah.
way. That's the right way to do it, because the last thing you want to do is say, man, I got enough fans and popularity, this thing is gonna fund instantly, so that when it does, it's great. But you don't want to expect that, because if it doesn't,
it's the
for
worst.
whatever reason,
it's the worst feeling. So I just, anyway, and this plus this thing, I've been at this particular project for 2 years or something. Well, as long as Van's been alive, that's how kind of the clock on it. And it's time. The kid's starting to, he knows his ABCs, by the way. He can go from A to Z at age 2. So I better
That's
hurry
awesome.
up. Yeah, you should hear it. It's a trip. Like, I don't know where.
Get this game out so that you can get really good at it before he does, and he smokes you at the next Thanksgiving card game.
Yeah, no kidding. But he did like this full like A to Z the other night, right in front of me, without any help. I'm like, what are you?
That's
how
awesome.
are you doing that? What are you? Some kind of alien with the full ABC knowledge? Come on now, you're 2. 2-year-old, 2 years old's early for that. My kids never did
Kids
that.
should
too.
know that. That's not right.
I mean, I'm sure there are other kids who've done it too, but none of mine did. Like, I made fun of them all. 2 of them were here, and I said, "What happened to you guys? You guys didn't do your ABCs till you're like 4 or something like that." Anyway, so that's been fun.
Very
and
cool.
I have a statement to make. It's an important one.
Okay. All right.
Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. In here, I have some sort of morning tea. I forget which one we used, but it's a nice morning, wake me up, give me some caffeine kind of tea. And in here is, I've been putting half and half, the creamer in there, and
Like
that's been
real, like dairy half and half.
yeah, dairy half and half. Dairy doesn't bug me; it's been
Okay.
fine. But and I'm not really big on alternative milks. Like, I don't really like almond milk. I'm not a fan of soy or rice milk. Like, they all kind of seem wrong.
Almond is okay. Soy, and don't get me started on coconut milk. The only thing that belongs in is Thai soups.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you should be putting coconut milk into.
I totally agree with you on that. Well, I will say this: when I was in China, the coconut milk saved me, because it was that and bottled water, and that was the only choice you had unless you wanted to drink unregulated, weird freaking sewer water in the city.
Good point. Yes, as a matter of fact, coconut milk great for hangovers.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
really?
the
Is that true?
best thing. Yes. For hydrating, like while you're drinking, alternate and do some coconut milk or coconut water.
Yeah.
And or have it in the morning, and it helps a lot with
I did not know that.
with hangovers. Because here's the problem with coconut milk: when you put it with anything,
Yeah.
all you taste is coconut milk.
Right.
Tina bought me some creamer that was coconut milk, and I put in my coffee. Guess what? I was drinking coconut milk with a slight hint of coffee
A dash
flavor.
of coffee. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yes.
Well, so
Anyway,
that's interesting because around this house, like, Carter really likes her unsweetened almond milk in everything. She'll do cereal with it, like whatever. She loves it, but I just can't do it. So it's been hard to get me to do anything but regular old milk when it comes to whatever. The closest thing is Kim makes a really good corn or cream corn chowder soupy thing. I'm sure there's a better word for it.
Yeah.
And she uses almond milk in that, and it's fantastic. It's perfect. Whereas regular milk gets you all bloaty and disgusting in that soup. So
Yep.
So anyway, somebody picks up a carton of this oat milk, and I've never had oat milk before, and put it in here, and my gosh, it's good.
Yeah,
It's-
it does have a little bit of a flavor, but it's not overpowering.
No,
But
not at all.
There's definitely like an earthy or there is a flavor it adds to it that is not bad at all.
Yeah.
And in coffee, it's great.
Yeah, there's some kind of cool combo happening there. Plus, it's creamy, and or I guess you can get it more creamy. But anyway, point is, I guess I'm here to say I support oat milk, and not
oat
goat milk for those at
overlords.
home. I didn't say goat. I said oat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing
No,
good
not-
comes out
not
of the
goat.
teat of a goat unless you're in a village with no other choices. And then
There's some good goat cheeses.
oh yeah, cheeses are good. I like the
Yeah.
cheeses. But that just seems if you
But not the
trace
milk.
if you think okay, if you look at a nice piece of goat cheese on a
Mm-hmm.
charcuterie board, right? And you're looking at it and you're going, cheese from a goat. It's best not to think about it. You know what I mean? Like it's best just
Mm-hmm. Right.
think of it as cheese and move on.
Don't visualize the goat. For
No.
whatever reason, visualizing the cow, totally fine. But you look at those weird looking goats and their weird eyes and
Yep.
the weird noises they make.
Yep.
Hair
not-
coming out of places that shouldn't be coming out of on a goat.
Yep.
And you're like, I'm not eating anything that comes out of that thing.
You grab them by the hairy. They're always hairy
is a
teats, right? They're not
Demon
clean.
from hell is what that creature is.
The cows have the smooth, clean, udders. Goats
Mm-hmm.
are like coarse hairs sticking out of the udders. It looks like a freaking nightmare down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that ain't right.
Yeah, it's not good. And you grab them and they go ah, or whatever they say. It's not. Goats are bad. Anyway, but what was my point with that? Just that I'm pro this oat milk. Oh, and also Carter pointed out that I guess it takes something like a gallon of water per almond to make almond milk. It's like some
Oh,
ridiculous hit on water. Yeah. Or something
Wow.
like that. I can't remember the exact. Someone in the chat will get the correct numbers on that. But there's some enormous amount of water it takes in the process of getting almonds into whatever this form is and calling it milk. But in oat milk's case, it's like way less. And
Interesting.
so
All right.
environmentally, maybe it's better. I don't know.
Well, that's a bummer. I like oat milk is at the top, but almond milk's second for like cereal and stuff. Now we'll try maybe getting a carton of the oat milk because the oat milk creamer we really like, but I haven't tried the oat milk like on cereal and stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if that's all right. I mean, there's the creamier kind. You probably don't want that on cereal. That seems weird. But
no.
you know what I do like? I like. Is this weird? I like. Instead of milk, whatever the cereal is, let's say, not sugar cereals, but like, I don't know, Honey Bunches of Oats, let's say.
Mhm.
That with a bowl of just plain yogurt. That's
Yeah,
good.
nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
Like,
that.
do you do the Greek yogurt? Or you're saying like the regular?
I like Greek yogurt. Yeah, I think I prefer the Greek stuff. The Costco, we both like it. What's it called? Costco, not Kirkland.
Kirkland?
No, it's something else.
Is that the one thing at Costco that doesn't come from Kirkland? What is the Costco brand? Horizon?
Is that it? I don't know. You and I have talked about it before. They come in those tubs and they're
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
They're so good.
They're really, really good.
Yeah.
Oh, Faye. F-A-G.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very good stuff. Okay, Claire Gax got the numbers. It may seem outrageous that a single almond requires 1 gallon of water to produce, aka a serving of 23 almonds, but not when you consider a single egg requires 53 gallons of hamburger. What?
No, 53 gallons, comma.
Oh.
A hamburger requires 660 gallons.
Oh, it cut
and
off on my browser. I can't see the comment.
Oh, gotcha.
And a gallon of dairy milk. Oh my
880
gosh.
gallons of water to produce. So, wow.
Is that true?
Because you got to give water to the cow. You got to give water to the chicken. You don't have to, you only have to water the almond plant. You don't have to like put a trough out for it to drink out of.
Good Lord. I'll think of that next time I eat a hamburger.
I had a cereal question.
Yeah.
Let's say you go to your pantry, whatever,
Yeah.
and you get out the box of Honey Nut Cheerios, or what were you saying?
Oh, those are good too. That's a
a
perfect combo. Actually, the
Okay.
Honey Nut, or even just basic Cheerios are good in there. But,
okay.
yeah.
All right. You pull out the box of Cheerios,
Yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios or whatever,
Sure.
and you dump it into a bowl and realize there's only like a quarter or a third of a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
go back to the cupboard, grab another kind of cereal, and fill out the bowl with a different kind of cereal? Or do you say, no, that's gross, I'm not mixing my cereals, and eat just the Honey Bunches of O's or whatever?
Depends on the cereal. If it's, let's say you start with Cheerios and that's what runs out, then I could go for, like, that Honey Bunches of Oats is an okay pick. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe even
so
Corn
compatibility is a key, right?
Yes,
I mean, you're not
yes.
going to mix your Raisin Bran and your Lucky Charms.
Oh
or something
my
like
gosh,
that.
no!
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
okay.
like a
All right.
mistake.
Here's the hypothetical that happened to us. Tina bought Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't know why. I looked and there were no shrimp tails in there, but
That turned out all to be fake, right? I heard
it did. I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
Nice troll.
So we're eating breakfast. I'm having eggs. She pours the bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and it's just a third of a bowl in there.
Okay.
And she's like, well, damn, I wanted more. And I said, well, just have another cereal in there. Now, we had Corn Chex. In my mind, that's actually an ideal situation because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is just too damn sweet. It's
Yeah,
like
I
too
agree.
sugary a cereal.
I agree.
You cap that off with some Corn Chex, and I think you've got something, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
100% agree. Yeah.
she thought that was the grossest thing. Like, what? Combined cereals? And it wasn't even a matter of like if they were compatible cereals. Like, let's say it was a Honey Nut Cheerios and a regular Cheerios.
Yeah.
I think she'd balk at that too.
Is it just because there's some sweet in there and you're adding more kibble basically to the mix?
I guess. Although she eats the Lucky Charms too, so and that's
Oh.
basically kibble with marshmallows.
Yeah, because those marshmallow things are the only sweet thing in there. If you eat just
they really
the kibble,
are.
it's
Yeah,
just the worst.
Right. There's no flavor to the other pieces. I don't
No.
even know what they are. If they're wheat or oat or bran or whatever the hell they are.
They're
They're
packing
really
peanuts.
leprechaun shit. is
Yeah,
what
they're
they are.
yes,
It's like
yes.
hardened leprechaun turds.
Yeah, it's the part they don't tell you. Lucky never tells you this in the commercial.
Yellow moons, blue stars, green clovers, and my little tasteless turds to wash them all down.
I make a lot of them. Look at this box. It's primarily my turds.
I'm making them right now.
Good thing there's these blue moons. Oh.
Have that with the purple horseshoe, why don't you?
Yeah. Cereal. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
But she's wrong and you're right. I just want to put that out there. If,
Yeah,
if you're listening,
exactly.
Tina, you're
I'm
incorrect.
with you on the they've got to be compatible. There's there are some that don't mix, but I think that anything on the I don't know. Really, if you take bran out of the equation, I can't put Raisin Bran with anything else.
Yeah, I agree. Or grape nuts or any of that. Well, we don't like
Or
grape
wild
nuts
grape
anyway.
nuts. Yeah, who eats that?
Yeah,
Garbage.
no one's eating
Those are who's the guy? Yul Gibbons, the guy that says everything in this coffee table is edible.
Yul Gibbons. Oh my gosh, a
Yul
name
Gibbons?
I
Is
haven't
that a
heard.
name?
I haven't heard that name in 100 years. Hold on, Yul Gibbons. Can we find
Yeah.
him?
See if you can spell his name first of all.
Yeah, right. Is it just like Yul?
EUELL.
Here it is.
Yeah, Yul Gibbons.
EUELL. You're right. Was a outdoorsman and early health food advocate promoting eating wild foods during the 60s.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He wrote a bunch of books. I'm trying to find any reference to commercials because I remember he
There we
would.
go. Here was the commercial. Television commercial for Post Grape Nut cereal featured Gibbons asking viewers, "Ever eat a pine tree? Many parts are edible."
All right, now I gotta hear
I
part
think
of this.
we got to
commercial.
find that commercial,
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna do it right now. Here we go. Yul Gibbons. Oh, he was on the electric company once. That's funny. All right, here we go.
Funny.
Grape nuts. Hold on. I'm muted. I don't know why. Okay, there we go.
I'm Yul Gibbons. Many consider me an expert on natural foods like cattails. Yes, they're edible. I look for natural ingredients in my food. That's why grape nuts is part of my breakfast. This is a wholesome cereal made from wheat and barley. These natural ingredients are baked into crunchy nuggets and
Oh, you
fortified
can
with
hear
eight
the-
essential
Yeah,
vitamins.
you can hear him fall.
Its naturally sweet taste reminds me of wild hickory nuts. I call
This part reminds me of when I ate cement a whole weekend long. Like he's just like so into eating
Slightly
garbage.
better than eating cattails, but not by much.
Yul Gibbons.
Yul Gibbons.
Holy shit. That just brings, for some reason, that's such a prominent childhood name in my head, but I had forgotten
Yeah.
about that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I can Dennis Miller a name out of nowhere.
That's amazing. All right. Well done.
I
Ladies and
just did it with
gentlemen.
Dennis Miller even.
Yeah, no kidding. Ask your uncles or somebody. They're
Ask your uncle about Dennis Miller, and then ask Dennis Miller about Yul Gibbons.
Yeah, he's still. What's
Yul Gibbons dead.
No, he died. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Yul
Died
Gibbons.
in the 70s from eating cattails and pine trees.
Let me see how
Great
he died.
guys.
Actually, we should have a thing about his death.
But Dennis Miller's still alive, if that's what you.
Yeah. Oh, here he is. Gibbons died December 29th, 1975, age 64. Well, that's not. He didn't live that long from his fancy food eating.
No.
Sunbury Community Hospital in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, of a ruptured aortic aneurysm, a common complication of Marfan syndrome, or otherwise known as eating tiny rocks, known as cereal in the morning.
Yeah,
Don't eat your
exactly,
tiny rocks.
right?
Those will build up after a while and tear open your unit there. All right, we're gonna do some news today.
Let's do
because,
some news.
Yeah, we got important news to get out there. We're gonna do it. It's time for the news, brought to you by.
The mission is to improve the quality of life for people who are blind, have low vision, or have other special needs. It's as simple as that. Support the Guide Dog Foundation for the Blind. Go to www.guidedog.org and learn more about how you can help. That's www, you don't need those, .guidedog.org. Just go to guidedog.org. I didn't read the slashes or anything. So,
No, that's good.
So I get some credit.
There's
Go
still,
to https://
there used to be that used to be, people had to say that because old browsers were weird and you had to put things in, but we forget how easy it is now, so I don't blame you. All right, let's dive in here into this story.
Okay.
We got, you have a cat. Is the cat on its bed right now?
Cat is not on its bed.
Okay.
The cat is over. Oh no, cat's not even over there.
All right, so no cat. That means we can safely
cat.
talk about this
We
animal.
can talk about cats now safely.
Yeah, it'll be all right. A 19-pound tuxedo cat. I don't know what that is. What's a tuxedo?
That is a black cat that has white paws and sometimes a white belly. Basically, it's a cat that looks like he's wearing a tuxedo.
Is it a breed or just a happenstance? Like,
I think it's just. I don't think there's an actual breed called a tuxedo cat. I could be wrong, and if I am, the chat room will certainly help prove the error of my ways. But I think it's just like a coloring, like a pattern.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. They look like they're wearing a little tux. That makes sense.
Yeah, Sylvester is a tuxedo cat.
Oh, okay. For the going after the Tweety bird and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. For those who don't know who we're talking about,
That's
Sylvester the cat. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's like basically like a Holstein. Well, Holsteins, I guess, are white with black spots, but
I remember. Oh, you're right. You were right. Tuxedo cats aren't a particular breed. Rather, they get their name from the distinct coloring. They're bicoloring. All right.
there we go.
You were totally right. Also, Claire Gack's like, what are you living on Wikipedia? What are you doing over there? Just living in
Hey,
there.
we need somebody to do that. I don't know who used to be. Dice Tomato? Somebody used to be right on with the old Wikipedia entries when we said something wrong.
Sounds like Dice Tomato would, but now he's just has bad reviews for things.
Just meh. Now he's just meh about
Just
things.
mad about
Meh.
everything.
Meh.
Just kidding, Dice Tomato. You're the happiest guy I know.
That's true.
A 19 pound tuxedo cat missing for a whole month, 30 days gone, everyone assumed dead, saved after being trapped in a neighbor's chimney. Ah, freaking cats, dude. Getting in holes they shouldn't be in, you dumbasses.
How did a 19-pound cat get into manage the effort to climb anything?
Yeah, I feel like I should be more impressed with either the size of this guy's chimney or the physical prowess of a fat cat than I should be about this cat. Apparently, a portly, although that's weird, they didn't put a space between and portly, so it's a portly.
A portly.
A portly. Tuxedo cat found living while lodged in a chimney in a neighbor's house at the conclusion of a Washington State woman's month-long search for her missing pet. Caitlin Wurtenberger of Union Gap, Washington, found her 19-pound cat Piper. Oh, Piper in the chimney. I don't know why that's why.
Pipe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, chimney pipe. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Do they even have those now? Is that a thing? Chimney pipes? Is that a deal?
Well, I mean, like a flue.
Do you have a chimney?
We have a gas fireplace.
Same.
So stuff has to go somewhere.
Do you
but
put?
it's not really.
But you don't burn things in it, right? Like you don't open.
We don't burn smoke things in it, no. So, but we used to, our old house had a chimney that we had to put stuff in and light it, and
Yeah, clean it every year or whatever.
usually those whatever the logs that are made from wax and sawdust, Duraflames.
Right. Oh my gosh, we had Duraflame logs all the time back in the day.
Easy mode logs. Yeah, easy mode fireplace.
We probably, growing up in the Johnson house, I think my parents and our family may have contributed more to the to environmental damage than we thought, because every Christmas, every birthday, didn't matter if there was a ton of wrapping paper. As soon as it was unwrapped, it went in that fire.
Ooh, yeah. All
just
those
shot it out in the air.
dyes and sparkles and yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. I keep thinking I'm going to go into the doctor one day and they're going to go, we got late stage freaking wrapping paper lung here.
That's right. You've got hallmarkitis.
Yeah.
You've been breathing too many fumes caused by burning wrapping paper.
Hallmarkitis.
Hallmarkitis.
Yeah, there's a word there. Anyway, so this lady got stuck in this thing in a fireplace damper. I don't know what that is. What's a damper?
I think that's the damper is that the thing? So the flue is the thing you open and close, right, to let smoke out, keep cold air out and stuff.
Right.
The damper is the actual pathway that the smoke goes through.
Oh, maybe. Is that
right?
the hole? Is that the thing? Controls airflow, I think, says Lesarge. I don't know.
Prevents gusts from getting out of control.
Okay. It dampens the wind.
Flue is the hole. I had it backwards. Flue is the hole, damper opens and closes. So really, when you say, hey, open the flue, we're going to do a fire, really you should be saying, open the damper so that the smoke can go through the flue.
Right.
So
exactly. How are you going to get the through the flue if you don't open your damper?
How are you going to get at the flue if you don't open your damper?
You can't open your damper if you don't have the flue. Well, whatever it is, he got stuck in there because he's fat. They did a 28-day search and rescue campaign that involved posting flyers, knocking on doors around the neighborhood. Weeks into the search, the new occupants of a nearby house that had been vacant when the search began heard meowing but couldn't identify the source. Ugh. After 1 week, they contracted Wurtenberger and invited her to investigate. Well, hold on.
Wow.
Hold on.
This is almost just like that story that Phoebe Cates told in Gremlins that made her hate Christmas.
I feel like maybe that's why it feels familiar to me.
Maybe.
That's so funny you say that, because that's what maybe is ringing a bell.
And now I hate cats.
They're the
Billy.
worst. Hey, I heard they're making a new one of those. Is that true? There's a new Gremlins,
series, right? Aren't they making a series, a Gremlins series?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Joe Dante's not around with us, or he's not with us anymore, right?
No, I think he's passed. Okay, here we go. Nope, can't find it. Well, all right.
Where's your Wikipedia now, Claire Gack?
Oh, Gremlins: Secrets of the Mogwai TV series, 2021.
HBO Max. Yeah.
Really? So this year?
Oh, that's right. We've talked about this, right? Because they've got BD Wong and James Hong and Ming-Na Wen are, like, we talked about this casting because we're all excited about it. Maybe you talked about it on Film Set.
It might have been, yeah. I'm stoked now. I forgot about this cast. This will be great. This looks like AJ. There's Gizmos in it. Let's see, Gizmo. Yeah, Gizmo, the character Gizmo.
Yeah, but it's not. Because it's like the prequel to the first Gremlins movie.
Yeah.
Where's Howie Mandel? Why don't we have Howie Mandel?
Yeah, what's with that? What's up with that?
Do you think he can do that voice anymore?
I don't know. Does he'll feel he gets too dirty now. He gets his hands dirty, and he doesn't want that.
That's right.
Happen.
It's going to be animated, so that's all. Okay, so it's not going to be live action.
That kind of makes more sense to me.
It does, yeah.
But I'm in. I'll watch it.
Totally in.
Yeah,
Sign
this is
me
a
up.
cool cast. Good voice cast. BD Wong can do no wrong.
When is this thing's late? Oh, likely arriving in 2021. So don't know when, but
no single date. Yeah, looks like it's wrapped. Voice production. I guess they still have to animate it. Well, anyway, Gremlins still a threat.
Gremlins
everybody.
still a thing.
Yep.
And poor Phoebe Cates.
Yeah, poor Phoebe Cates. What are you gonna do?
Somebody think of the Phoebe Cates.
I think of her sometimes in that other thing.
Is that sung by the Cars playing
Yeah,
at the time?
It is. The guy is a future, he's a future Beverly Hills cop. He might have something to do with it. That's my memory.
Right.
There's some red.
Yeah.
I think there's red involved.
Doesn't anybody knock anymore?
That was a heck of a scene. All right,
Yes.
where are we
Anyway,
now?
cat's out of the chimney.
Oh, he's out of the chimney now. Yep. Big cat out of there now, and everything's fine. A veterinarian later determined the Piper had lost 7 pounds, and so maybe this was good for the cat, and was dehydrated following her mishap. That's not good. But was otherwise in excellent condition. Would sell well on a secondary market. Just kidding. It's not clear whether Piper weighed 19 pounds after being rescued, down from 26, or had dropped to 12 after her ordeal. So she may have been 26 pounds, dropped to 19.
There we go.
But they don't know. These details are,
Wow.
They're scarce.
Wow. We just know that she lost weight. We don't know what she started with.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
she neither
we know
took
19 pounds was involved,
Yeah.
and we also know that tuxedo place is not taking it back.
No, they're not interested. They're like,
Nope.
you keep it, and we're not giving your money back. Here's a story about Super Mario. He's a popular mascot for video games.
He is. He's like a plumber turned turtle smasher hero.
Yep. He's
Yes.
a hero for all plumbers everywhere and small Italian men. Well, there's good news in the world now, because there's been some panic over rumors that Mario was going to die. That Nintendo was going to kill off Mario. And it turns out that is not true. I do hate articles that start with the phrase, the internet is freaking out over. I hate that.
because they want to add to they want to cause the freak out.
Yeah. But not only that,
Where-
you
where
can't
none
say,
exists, probably.
it's like saying the internet is freaking out is like saying every single person alive is freaking out. Like, you can't, it's too blankety.
Right.
Most people don't give a shit. So maybe a few people are. But anyway, some are freaking out over a rumor about the possible impending death of Mario, the famous red-wearing Italian plumber who changed the world of video games with the release of Super Mario Brothers 35 years ago. Oh, I might point to Donkey Kong if I was not a dumbass.
Yeah.
Where's the historical research guy on this article?
Maybe quit being alarmist about the internet and do a little research.
Yeah. Quit treating the internet like it's a single person. Anyway, in September, the Super Mario Brothers franchise celebrated its 35th anniversary, and they launched that remastered Super Mario 3D All-Stars thing, which had, Galaxy 1?
Not Odyssey.
The one where
Super
he
Mario
sprays
3D.
things. What's it
Yeah.
called? So the Super Mario 64, Galaxy, and... Sunshine was the other one.
Sunshine, the only one I didn't play, and wasn't enough to warrant me spending the money to get that one for before March 31st when it went off sale.
I'm just annoyed that they have this vault idea, so I'm not giving them my money for that. It annoys me.
Yeah, that is annoying. Like, oh, we're not allowed to sell it anymore after this date.
Yeah, it's stupid. Because they
According to
will
Luigi's
eventually.
contract.
There's going to be another collection down the road.
Yes.
This is what Nintendo does. It's stupid. It's like the Disney Vault. What a dumb
Manufactured
thing.
scarcity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I hate that. Anyway, so that came and went without me giving them a dime for it because it pissed me off. And I'd played all those games before, including Sunshine to fruition. I like that game. But I'm not going to give you more money for this limited time offer. F you. Anyway, that's not the point. Here it is. Fans have been grappling to try to understand why sales of the new products will cease on Wednesday, a date many felt was arbitrary. Many have speculated that means Mario's life will be ending as well. Mario dies tomorrow. I'm going to miss him, said one person on Twitter on Tuesday, adding a sad face emoji at the end. I hate this so much.
Yes.
Mario dies tomorrow. I can really feel the pain, another speculated. Nintendo fueled the rumors when it put out a reminder to fans last month that the anniversary products were not going to be around much longer, and it said this: Super Mario 3D All-Stars would continue to be available only to those who download it before March 31st, and Super Mario Brothers 35 would not be playable at any time after that date. Yeah, I don't think any of that says Mario's getting killed. You're all a bunch of idiots, and this article's to fill space. Good job. You did it.
And now we've wasted time on. Thank you, CNN.
Yeah, well done. No wonder everyone hates CNN. That was stupid. That was
Failing CNN.
I can't believe I agree with him on one thing. CNN kind of sucks. I mean, whatever. They all suck. All 24-hour news networks and their associated web properties and everything, they all suck. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're all bad. Every single one of them. They're bad. I
Every
can't
one of them.
give my brain, time, thoughts, or anything to any of them. They all just are cramming stuff into space, trying to freak people out and scare old people.
Sensationalizing, correct. Yes.
F off.
What do you like
right
for
off.
your news? What's your
I like BBC News
yeah? There
because
you
they're
go.
over the
Good man.
pond going, hey, what are the Americans doing today? Okay,
Exactly.
yeah.
You're not going to see BBC World News saying, "Well, the internet is freaking out over the death of Mario."
No, mostly not. Like not that Britain isn't known for their horrible tabloid coverage in other areas, but
Right.
BBC News is a decent thing to do. I like NPR News for the same reason. It's boring
NPR
and
is
straight
good,
taking. It's just like here's what happened, and they don't try to dress it up or ram it down your throat 24 hours a day.
Boy, there are some anti-BBC sentiments in the chat room.
Oh, all right.
BBC is a load of shite, says Claire Gack.
Well, that's just because she's Irish and they hate everything the British do.
But Leninade 3000 even says F the BBC. Wow.
Wow, Leninade.
Yeah.
What's the deal there? You got John
I
Lennon in
don't
your name.
know.
Give love a chance. Give
Boy,
love a
when
chance.
Life throws you lemons. You make Leninade 3000.
Well, anyway, Super Mario's still alive. You'll have plenty more Mario games to play, and if you bought that collection and you enjoyed it, hey, that's awesome. Galaxy's one of the great Mario games of all time, so I don't blame you for owning it.
Yep.
I
That's a
just
good one.
refuse to do this limited window crap.
Not playing
Forget it.
that game.
And I
so
love
to speak.
Nintendo, dude. If they had said, "Hey, this collection is just a new collection, buy it," and it's just a new game, and it's a game, and it's a collection, and you can have it for $30 or $50, I would have done it. I would have gotten it. I would be playing it probably.
Yep.
F off. So
Yeah.
lame. All right. Beware the eBay charlatan peddling Taco Bell hot sauce for $25,000.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. This is pretty great.
Like this better be super rare.
Yeah.
I want super rare hot sauce.
Yeah, not just fire or
Teaspoon of it. Yeah.
what's
Or
the
Diablo?
yeah Diablo. Who does El Scorcho? That might be Taco,
Scorcho.
not Taco Bell.
I think it's Weezer, wasn't it?
I think Del Taco does El Scorcho.
I think that sounds right. Yes.
Or Del Scorcho.
hmm
Everyone keeps saying Weezer. It's I swear there's a
There's
hot-
a Weezer song called El Scorcho.
maybe.
Oh, is it Del Scorcho?
Del
The
Scorcho. Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. TVZ Gun says it is. I believe him. He's a believable guy. That guy.
Yeah. I trust that guy.
Yeah, he's all right. You'll find all kinds of treasures if you spend time on eBay. That's true. There's lots of weird stuff on there. An 8-pack of Rush Limbaugh's deeply upsetting sweet tea brand, for example. That's a thing. But eBay is also rife with scams. Okay, this is I know. Breaking news, Brian.
Yeah.
Scammers all over eBay. As evidenced by the time this person spent $60 on what he thought was a hardcover edition of a popular fantasy novel series, ended up with a link to a 3,000-page PDF. Oh, I would have been fried.
Yeah, I think that's just a matter of not reading the details.
Maybe he's not going to give us enough info here, but I would like to know more about his scam.
Also,
Yeah.
why use this? Why use a news platform as a diatribe against a mistake you made?
It's a good point. Well, it is the takeaway.com. Or no,
Well,
the takeout.
okay, so
Sorry.
not really like a big
Yeah.
news source. Sure.
Well, how about this? Exorbitantly priced Taco Bell hot sauces are the scam du jour, as reported by Eat This, Not That, which is I don't know what that is, some source. With eBay sellers peddling the sauce packets for as much as $24,999.99. Though Taco Bell sauce is famously free, the packets are going for wild prices online. Why? Because they are allegedly super rare packets, namely packets printed without the quippy labels. Take, for example, the listing for Taco Bell hot sauce. Blank packet, no label, super rare, going for $25,000. The rare instance of a misprint, so it's just a misprint.
It's not even a misprint. I don't think it's a misprint because I've had these before, and I thought that they just printed up some blank ones that you could Sharpie your own funny quip. Will you marry me? Or
Oh, really?
you're fired, or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's true. I didn't realize they
I
did that.
pooped in your taco.
Great. That's a
Yeah.
good. That's the. You
Yeah, I
know,
don't think they're because I've gotten them before, and I thought, oh my god, this is rare. And then I looked in the bag, and there were 2 more.
Well, it says, let's see, this is a quote, rare instance of misprint leaving a Taco Bell packet without a sexy pun is it usually comes with. Limited collectible, get yours here. Found it the 5th time I've ever ate there. If you give me money for it, I'll probably go to Taco Bell more often. I'm hungry. Please feed me. Eat This Not That links to another listing featuring 6 packets of hot sauce for $2,500. That
Wow.
one I cut it off. Let me read what that one says. That one says condition is new, shipped with USPS first class. Make your wildest dreams come true with these limited edition Taco Bell hot sauce packets. Forget about that Shining Fates Shining Shades for Charizard. Buy these instead. So wait,
I
are
hope you're not
these
going to ask me what a Shining Fates Charizard is because I have zero idea what the hell that is. If I can't catch it in Pokemon Go, I have no idea.
So I'm looking at the hot sauce listing.
Yeah.
Okay. The one for $25,000.
Mm-hmm.
Still up,
The 6
is it?
packets. Yeah.
Yeah, is it still? It's got 120 watchers.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's 1 packet of hot, 3 packets of fire, 2 packets of Diablo, and all with quips. Right?
is
There's
this-
nothing.
Just the other. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong listing. I'm looking at the.
Here's
$25,000
one.
There it
It's
is.
funny. Like there's another one for $10 that is 30 packets plus 6 free fire packets.
What? They're all
It's
free.
hilarious that people are. Yeah, you walk in there, they're all free. What the hell?
Yeah, that's a weird thing. You think NFTs are scammy?
98
Look at this.
$98 for a Taco Bell hot sauce packets rare 4-pack, hot, fire, mild, and Diablo.
Yeah. If people are spending money on this, then I have a card game I'm selling. If you're interested in backing it.
What's this one? Taco Bell Error Diablo hot sauce packet. How do I get to that
Are
one?
they malprinted? Like
I can't. I'm clicking on it. It's not doing anything. I'm gonna reload.
this is so
Reload.
dumb. I can't believe they do this.
Open link, a new tab. Maybe that's it. There we go. So let's see. Taco Bell Error Diablo hot sauce packet. $29.99. Looks like an error when separating, but see the pics for yourself.
Looks
I
like
don't know what
does that mean?
I don't know what the error is. Oh, the tops and bottoms are all shredded. Here, I'm gonna give you a link.
I'm a little freaked out with how many listings there are. There are hundreds of these.
There you go. I just put a link in our.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
What? Okay, I'm looking at this one. Here, chat. You can see it too. Put it up on screen. Whoops, there it is. Whoops, wrong one. Nope, didn't work. Why? Hold on. Okay. Waiting for eBay to load.
Yeah.
There is the old school, like, 70s packet. That one I could see, and that's $500
Yeah.
and has actually got like bids and people are interested in it. It's like the old
Jeez.
school looking thing, the white packet, probably the kind when you worked there.
Probably, actually, yeah. And that stuff, if you tore them open and then threw them through the drive-through window at cars in the parking lot, sometimes they would take the paint off.
That's great.
Yeah, just the hot though, the mild wouldn't.
Take that, Del Scorcho.
Exactly.
Yeah, these things we used to put
clean
them,
clean the junk off a penny. I think is the.
Yeah, we used to put these under car tires, and then when people would back up, they'd go pop and just splatter all over everything. It was great.
Yeah,
It's a good
all
time
over
to
the
be
car
alive.
next to him.
Okay, so these Diablo ones you sent me. What's the air they're saying is the air with them?
Oh, look at the tops and bottoms. They're like shredded coming out of the separator.
Oh, the separator's busted. Okay. Well, you know what? I got to be more creative with the shit I sell on eBay. I feel like I'm missing out on stuff. I got all kinds of dumb stuff I could sell on eBay. Why am I not part of this wagon? Let's get on it. Let's get on the scam wagon and start selling our taco sauce. That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job, everyone involved in that. Let's move on to this story here. A brief one about Gordon Ramsay's daughter. Now, Gordon Ramsay, is a famous chef guy. British dude.
Hell's Kitchen and Uncharted and
what's that nice one he
MasterChef.
does? What's the one nice one he does in his house with his kids and his wife, where he just cooks and they make stuff together?
Oh, I don't know. That sounds
Kim loves
good.
that show.
Sounds less angry. He doesn't call his daughter or his wife a donkey at any point. Or?
No, he's never even raises his voice in there, which I thought was really nice.
That's
I
amazing.
Don't remember the name of it. I want to say maybe it's a Hulu original or something, but it's very good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like his Uncharted series where he travels around and learns how to cook foods in other cultures and stuff.
Oh, I was hoping it was he was playing Uncharted on stream and you could just.
Oh, that'd be even better.
Yeah. Gotta get the gold. Gotta get into that tomb.
How do I get into that stupid tomb, you donkey?
Well, Gordon Ramsay's daughter, Tilly, who's 19 now, confirms she prefers her mom's cooking. Ooh, shots fired. Ooh.
That's not going to get you
Yeah, every time.
paid college.
That's right. Gordon Ramsay's 19-year-old daughter, Matilda Ramsay, may have a celebrity chef as her father, but it doesn't mean she likes to cook with him or eat his food. The younger Ramsay is doubling down on her opinion in a funny new TikTok video, confirmed that she does not prefer one parent's cooking over the others. Spoiler alert: she hasn't had a change of heart. What? I thought the whole point was she likes her mom's. Well, anyway.
Yeah. So
Did I read that wrong? The younger Ramsay is
confirmed that she does prefer.
Oh,
one
does.
parent's cooking
I read
over the
doesn't.
others.
All right.
Yeah.
Oops. She posted this on Friday, offering her take on the social media platform featuring Clara's song "Got Me Good," or Ciara, not Clara, Ciara. I don't know who that is.
Ciara. Mm-hmm.
Some pop lady. Her video includes a soundbite of a repetitious cheer that begins slowly and eventually transitions to an upbeat tempo. I don't know why any of that matters, but that's fine.
She does a dance behind her dad cooking, the slow sad dance, and then a big happy dance when her mom's cooking.
God, that's rude, man.
Oh, TikTok.
TikTok. What are you gonna do? Everyone speaks in rhymes and mimes and memes and moans. All right, we're gonna take that news. We're gonna take it to heart. We're gonna mull it over in our hearts and think about it a long time while we take a break. Because taking a break is what we do. We like to play music, and we're doing that all before Justin gets here, where we will discuss some political stuff, specifically the plight of Matt Gaetz, representative from Florida. Matt Gaetz, who is currently embroiled in
all
massive...
the problems that poor Matt Gaetz is seeing right now.
Yeah, it's a real bummer for a guy who sure likes to dish it out, but is going to have a hard time taking this. Anyway,
right.
More on that coming up. Before that, though, a song selection from Brian's vast library. Brian, take it away.
Yes. Let's go to Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona. For a band called Pale Moon. This is such a cool... echoey bluesy song. I don't know what to compare it to, but it sounds like a pop song you'd hear on the radio. It's Pale Moon is the name of the band. They are from Barcelona, Spain. Now I'll say this. They're from apparently spent 3 years in Iceland. The two people who make up the band.
Oh, well, they're basically Bjork then. They're Bjork now.
They are. Well, one of them's name is Amy Gudjonsson. He's part of the group of Monsters and Men. So there is a pop connection here.
Oh, all right.
Natalia Sushenko was born in Siberian part of Russia, moved to Barcelona to receive training in the fashion industry. So so it's an interesting combination of these two, neither of whom are from Barcelona, but who are from Iceland and Russia.
Nice.
So as you're listening to this, and it's talking about this dusty road, about 2/3 of the way through the song, I'm preparing people for what is an unusual part of the song. The lead singer lets out this kind of guttural sound that sounds like a semi passing by, like and I'm not exaggerating,
Okay.
but it kind of adds to it. And I kind of appreciate it. but be prepared for it because it does throw you off. It threw me off the first time I heard it. I love the song, but that threw me off the first time I heard it. Anyway,
Right.
Here is the band Pale Moon, the song from the single Dusty Road.
No ketchup, no burger, no cheese.
All we could joke about was say, "Where's the beef?"
Take this. It's for you. It's food.
The morning stream. My bumhole hurts.
And we're back. We've arrived back.
That is Pale Moon and the song Dusty Road.
I mean, is it the only time she does it in the song?
Yeah, only
Okay.
one time she does it. It's kind of like the bridge, right? She's done the it's like verse, chorus, verse, and then chorus, and then there's the bridge, like the long instrumental bridge,
Yeah.
and then she does that right before they go into the final chorus.
Really weird.
Yeah.
What a weird thing. All right. That's okay, though. We like experimental weird things.
We do, and it's cool. Actually, I like it.
Definitely one of those. All right. Justin Robert Young joining us here shortly from his new home.
Mm-hmm.
He's now a Texan, a full-blown Texan, which is pretty cool.
Full-blown Texan. So he was wearing the 10-gallon hat, I'm sure.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, he's got shit
Let's do
kickers
that,
on.
yep.
That's what we used to call him, those boots. And
Wow. Look at this shapeless white void that he's
weird. I better
calling
play
us
his
from.
intro. Hold on.
These are
There
their
we go.
stories.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh, I'm terrible with names.
This looks like a man who's still setting his shit up. It's Justin Robert Young, everybody. Hi, Justin.
Jesus, burying me. I mean, like the first two things.
look, it's great.
Wow, you look like shit.
No,
Wow,
it's great.
I'm so sorry. So sorry I didn't get all gussied up and have everything in 4K.
Look, you haven't been there very long. I'm surprised that you've got it all together. I think it's fantastic. I like it when
I would have led with that instead of fuck you. That looks like shit.
I just said it was an empty room. I didn't say anything about
No,
looking
you
like
said
shit.
it was a shapeless void.
Okay, shapeless void. Yes.
Okay, you go walk to your wife and call her a shapeless void and see how it goes.
I was referring to the room, Justin.
All right.
Certainly not a shapeless white void.
I'm just saying. No, I'm too tan to be a white void.
That's true. My kids all commented on a photo you put up on Instagram when you got there, and you were smiling, and in particular, it was really showing off your rad kind of silver lock stuff you got going on with your cool hair. And they all think that I should somehow try to obtain hair like that. And I explained to them, I don't think it works that way. I think you just get the hair
that
you're
you
given.
should do your hair like mine.
Yeah, like I should somehow have it be that thick, luxurious, and a perfect combination of black and silver. I don't think it's. I don't think
it's
I
just
can
a
do
matter of going to the salon and saying, "Give me the Justin."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you walk out looking.
I would pay money to see the result though.
Oh yeah,
I would be very excited.
That's
to
easily
see
done
the
with
result.
Photoshop.
Yeah, I can Photoshop.
No,
it,
no. I want the real. I want the real. I wouldn't pay money for the Photoshop. I'd like the photo in a Photoshop. I would pay money if Scott went to a salon and said, "This guy."
Yeah, hold
Make
up a
it
picture of
happen.
you. Make this happen. I just don't think I don't have the body for it. The hair is too wispy and thin. It's garbage hair. I have bad hair. So
Can I see the hair?
right now it's
do you-
it's purple and it's long. I got the length. It's pulled back, but I got some decent length. But it's made of like paper. It's terrible. My hair. I hate it. I hate my hair. So anyway,
mean-
the point is, my kids also apparently hate my hair and thought yours looked cooler. Was the takeaway?
I feel like you could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it. Yeah.
All right. I'll go in there. I'll say, look, give me your best George.
Give me this one.
What was his name? George. Who was the guy who was tan all the time? George.
George Papard.
No, George Hamilton.
George Hamilton. Give me a George Hamilton.
George Harrison, I think you could.
Yeah, that's exactly right. George of the Jungle. I think.
George of the Jungle.
George H.W.
W. Bush. Yeah, that's the guy. Well, all right. Hey, it's good to see it. I'm glad you made it, and it seems like all has gone pretty well. You're getting settled and things are good. just as a quick.
My
check-in?
God, yeah, there's a lot to go through, but I literally I just got back. I had a decision on whether or not I was going to set up anything cool behind me or work on my recording booth, because this is going to be my office that will be fairly exclusively for audio recording.
Right.
And so I'm building an audio booth in here.
Wow.
In future times, I have another set that is next door. That'll be all my video stuff.
Gotcha.
And that's
separate
where I'll
rooms
do.
for that.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at that.
fancy. Yeah.
Well, because they're
'Cause you want
they're
the-
really separate. Like, and number one, like when I edit, I don't necessarily want to be editing on a video set.
Right.
Yeah.
And
right.
when I'm on a video set, I don't want to be worrying about screwing up all my slider presets for my audio and everything. And when everything was kind of by necessity in one, then that had to be the truth. But now it does not.
Yeah, you've got the space. Use it. I think it's a great idea.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for you.
And so, yeah, I was mostly just rummaging through my cables to try and find a monitor inside the recording booth, so I can watch the waveforms come in while I'm recording in the booth.
So have you since moving there, have you had any kind of like overwhelming feeling of I need to go buy like a stack of guns or secede from the Union or anything like that? Have you had any of those feelings since you've been there?
I was joking with my wife Ashley that she can't trust me to buy furniture because now this is like her first like big house that she's like decorating.
Right.
So she has put her stamp on the idea that like I can't. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to go buy chairs for the outside, which is by and large my domain.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's where I'm going to spend time, and that's fine. And she was like, I don't know if I can trust you. And I'm like, what do you think's going to happen? Like, I'm going to come back and be like, sweetheart, I got the perfect outdoor furniture. It's 2 piles of guns. And here's the best thing. You might think it's not all that comfortable, but I swear you'll get used to it. And when we need guns, there'll just be 2 piles of them back there, and we can just pick one up and put it back when we're done with it.
Perfect. You're thinking ahead. That's what I like. I have one final question on the logistical one about the move. How did you? Did the birds just go in the car? Like, how do you do that? No. Okay. How'd you do the birds?
It was a real crazy logistical thing. So Ashley had to be in LA for a thing last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And so the reason why I wasn't on TMS last Tuesday was because I was packing up the car so we could drive to LA. And that for me was the first the first big part of the journey. So I drove to LA. Ashley had to be in LA for an appointment. She then flies back from LA to San Francisco.
Okay.
And then I drove the rest of the way to Austin. And she then flew with the birds to Austin, and that was our final departure.
Gotcha. Okay, so you rode life it alone. You were just out there on the lonesome road yourself.
Yep.
Wow.
Through the Badlands of California, the deserts of Arizona, the more deserts of New Mexico, and then, boy, howdy, the expanse of West Texas.
Wow. All right. Well, that's good. You got there in one place, and all during this time, we watched the potential career of a rising star on the far right, the Republican representative from Florida, your old home state, Matt Gaetz, starting to unfold for him, fall apart like a broken transformer. We should talk about that dude for a minute and kind of get the skinny on what's actually going on, because it can be a little confusing. He seems to be waging his own sort of Trump-based defense thing. He's got his playbook a little bit.
Let's even separate Trump out of it, because he seeps into enough that we don't. This does not need it. Trust me.
All right.
He carries enough.
This is enough of a thing, and also it is bizarre. Like regardless of whether or not Matt Gaetz is guilty of the crimes for which some of the reporting insinuates, there is some weird stuff afoot, and this is part of it. Matt Gaetz is apparently under investigation after a report from the New York Times by the Department of Justice for having sex with a 17-year-old and paying her to fly on a airplane from wherever she lives to Maitland, Florida, where a drug-fueled orgy happened.
And that's technically trafficking. That's where the trafficking part comes from.
That is sex trafficking.
Gotcha.
Right? Because you are bringing somebody from an underage person from one state to another state. So it's not sex trafficking in that Matt Gaetz threw a bag over her head and tossed her in the back of a, a semi truck or something like that.
Sure.
But it is.
Yeah, jury's still out on that one.
We don't know. Well, let me say to all this, we have no idea, right? What we have right now is a New York Times report about the Department of Justice. And then we have what Matt Gaetz has said. Matt Gaetz says that not only has he never had sex with a 17-year-old, and he certainly never traveled with one with the idea being, or paid one to travel with the idea being that he would have sex with them, but also this entire thing is a blackmail extortion effort by a lawyer who's is saying to him and his father, who's a rich Florida Republican donor, that they can make this all go away if the lawyer were only to be paid by the Gaetz family $25 million.
Well, if that was true, that genie's out of the bottle, though. There's no. This is now like a federal investigation, so you don't suddenly go, oh, hold on, guys, hold on, I'll accept their $25 million so we can drop this. That doesn't work that way.
Oh, no. So the Gaetz talking about this was them saying, look, the only reason why the New York Times story came out is because we are working with the FBI to prove that this is a blackmail thing.
Oh, brother. Sure he is.
And also, to make it even more confusing, there are actual documents saying that they want $25 million from this lawyer because the lawyer wants to free a Iranian hostage, and part of the $25 million blackmail was not only will we make this thing go away, but also your son can be on the plane when the American who's being held hostage in Iran comes back. So you can be the hero. Matt Gaetz can be the hero on this.
Well, okay, but then the one thing we haven't talked about yet, which I found to be the most hilarious about all of this, was, well, two things. One, he announces...
and by the way, Mayor Watt does point out correctly that the hostage was declared dead last year, but the lawyer says that there are proof of life videos.
Oh.
So just to add yet another layer onto all this, the guy involved in the extortion attempt that is there to deflect and bury the idea that Matt Gaetz is under investigation for sex trafficking may in fact be dead.
The miniseries is going to be incredible. I can't wait until this gets optioned to freaking HBO Max or whoever, and they tell this story.
Who's gonna play Tucker Carlson?
Well, so I
want to see the recreation of that.
Those are my two favorite things about the story. That's number one, him going on Tucker Carlson to deny all of this, and then hoping in solidarity to say, well, I'm not the only one on camera right now that's been accused falsely of whatever. And Carlson's like, no, don't get to do that on here.
What the hell are you talking about, my guy? And then he did it again and was like, hey, me and my lady friend and you and your wife went out to dinner, and now they're leaning on her with the FBI. And Tucker Carlson's like, the hell, dude? Like, I don't remember this dinner. Like, get the hell out of here.
So that was really good. I also like that on Twitter he outs his dad, saying that he's wearing a wire. Which is never, if there's an ongoing investigation where a wire is needed, you don't tell everybody that somebody's wearing a wire.
No. That's about the blackmail thing.
Oh.
So they're saying that he wore a wire, his dad wore a wire to prove that the blackmail thing was happening.
Oh, so it's not like he's wearing the wire. But even then, I don't think you're allowed to, like, if it's part of an investigation, a federal investigation, I don't think you're allowed to just, like, spout that shit off, are you? I mean, or are you?
I don't know. I mean, what part of this do you think is being done by the book? The part where the Department of Justice investigation is being leaked to the New York Times, or the part on Twitter where he's saying that he wore a wire, and another investigation about the blackmail into the second investigation.
Well, here's what I know for sure. In my heart, I don't have the evidence, but I am 100% sure that he did whatever dirty thing they think he did. My question is, so then what? Like, do you think he ends up resigning? Like, let's just get in prediction land here. Does he resign? Is he forced to resign? Does he get thrown in jail for this? Is there a trial? Does someone pay $25 million and it's all swept under the rug? Like, I don't know where it goes from here.
Nobody's paying $25 million to have it swept under the rug now, right?
Yeah.
What you want to watch for is how the GOP treats him. Because they likely know more than we do.
Mm-hmm.
He is the GOP is currently in a civil war where you have what I have termed the ye old and yeehaw wings of the Republican Party. The ye old side hates Matt Gaetz, who, by the way, randomly, and again, he is a congressman from a Republican safe district in the panhandle of Florida. Okay. The part of Florida that touches, I believe, Alabama. He is about as far away from Wyoming politics as you can get. And yet he flew out to lead a protest against Liz Cheney, another Republican, like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
He's a troll. He's one of those, the most dangerous place in Washington is between Matt Gaetz and a camera kind of people.
Yeah.
But he is, you want to watch what other kind of MAGA folks inside the Republican Party, how they're treating him. And I don't know if this is true. It seemed to be Twitter scuttlebutt yesterday that Marjorie Taylor Greene, again, another press, let's say euphemistically press-friendly member of the Republican Party, that she had deleted stuff with Matt Gaetz off her Twitter, and then today offered a defense of Matt Gaetz. So what I would do is watch that, but he does not seem like somebody, Matt Gaetz does, that will resign.
No, not to me either. The reason I brought up the Trump thing earlier is I don't want to make any direct comparisons or any involvement related stuff. All I mean is, kind of to your point just now, he's using that playbook a little bit. That don't back down. That don't never admit you're wrong. Never, don't ever do like Al Franken and just freaking pull out. Like you got.
So the Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah, basically the Andrew Cuomo. Exactly. Like there's a certain playbook that feels very Trumpy that even some on the left, like Andrew Cuomo, uses
the Gavin Newsom. I'm just saying, update it because Trump isn't here anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Trump didn't invent this. It's not like, Bill Clinton. It wasn't the Bill Clinton defense, and he did the exact same thing.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I guess it's not really a Trump thing. They either stay with it or they quit. So you either Nixon out of there, or you Al Franken out of there, or you.
Well, and also it's like nobody leaves unless they're forced to leave.
Right.
Like nobody is like, well, the heat's too hot for me. I'm going to see my way out. See you later. No one Irish goodbyes from public office. Like, you only leave when it has become untenable for you to stay.
Right.
And for now, the only thing that matters to a representative is whether or not they can maintain the faith of their party and win re-election. I guess in Gaetz's case, stay out of jail would also be on that list.
Yeah.
It is important to say that he has not been charged with anything.
Yeah.
What the rumor going around is that not only is he under investigation, but there is a impaneled grand jury for which the 17-year-old in question has testified that he traveled her across state lines, paid her, and had sex with her.
Oh, man.
And if that's the case, but then again, that was also in the blackmail letter.
Yeah.
So we don't know whether or not that's true or whether or not that's something that was written to get the father to spend $25 million.
Right. Is this the same? You know what? I'm thinking of a whole different story. There was a thing back in the summer where Matt Gaetz was being accused, or not accused, but was living with some 20-year-old, like, Cuban kid, and just says he's his son now, and but isn't legally, like, adopted or something. There was a whole weird thing with that. I'm not saying these things are connected, but Matt Gaetz is kind of known for this, like, weird ass
Nestor, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was something where it's like, I think it was like Katie Herzog, whose politics could not be more diametrically opposed to Matt Gaetz, like said that, I think it was Katie Herzog, was saying that she maybe it's not Herzog. Anyway, so somebody else, I think it was from the Useful Idiots podcast.
Yeah.
Was saying that like Nestor is somebody that's like in their family, but I don't know enough about that.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was Matt Gaetz.
That was
and
him.
then,
Okay.
People are also pointing out that amongst all of this, you've started to get a lot of these other Matt Gaetz stories come out that show that he's a bit of a scuzzy creepo, including the fact that he and other Republican state legislature members had a very frat boy who could sleep with the most people points game that assigned point value.
Right.
to
Right.
very-
And he'd show the photos on his phone that he'd taken.
Yeah. You can see this, by the way, by looking at his face. So I realize that's not an evidence-based claim, but I can just see looking at him that he had a points-based "how many people did I sleep with"
Yes.
game.
Looks
and
like
he,
a guy
and
who
he,
did
and he apparently showed pictures of sexual conquest to other elected representatives, including one woman who is naked with a hula hoop.
Oh, it's a great combo if you think about it.
That is some of the. Now again, that has no material effect on his legal situation.
No.
But it is that these are all stories that come out when that is the conversation.
There's a
I
lot
see
of-
people in the chat asking about the girl. Let me say, for just now, journalistically, we don't know whether or not the girl exists.
Yeah.
We might assume she exists. She might very well exist, but right now she is Schrodinger's 17-year-old. she both exists and doesn't exist
Right.
in this
Until we
one
open the box. Yeah.
moment. We have no idea whether or not she is there or not. She might, very well might not.
Yeah. I think there's a real possibility he maybe didn't. I do not want this to ever sound apologetic toward Matt Gaetz. I think he's a sleazebag, but there's a possibility that he didn't know the girl he was paying to have moved over states to then sleep with him because it's part of whatever game he's playing. He may not have known she was 17. He may have thought she was 18. He may have thought a lot of things, but none of this matters till Discovery kicks in, right? And it sounds like it already, they're underway. If they've got,
we don't know. We don't know anything.
Yeah.
All we know is that there is a report that the Department of Justice is investigating. The
Now, see-
blackmail letter and other rumors say that there is already a grand jury. There's already a grand jury impaneled, and that grand jury is hearing testimony from people that are directly involved. And specifically, the guy who got him into all this is a tax collector, an elected tax collector in Florida. And apparently he, who is definitely in hot water, he is diming out to the feds about what Matt Gaetz did.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that is, I mean, again, we don't know a lot now.
Yeah.
But that is what we know.
Well, as usual, even though I prefaced it and made sure I said it the way I mean to say it, the chat room is still saying they're still mad or I said that and saying it doesn't matter what he thought. No, I know that. It doesn't matter whether he knew she was 17 or not. I get it. I totally get it. What I'm saying is
I'm going to repeat again. We don't know if she exists.
we actually don't know anything. So all of this is hyperbole. Here's what I know, only, and again, without any evidence. I guarantee he's up to something skeezy. So let's get to the evidence bit. Like, I don't know when all this starts to happen, but let's get to it and get him out of there. So Be done. Send Matt Gaetz packing, hopefully to a jail cell. It's fine with me. Go away.
Right.
He's the biggest troll in the history of ever, and I'm sick of the dude.
I mean, like if he's guilty,
right?
Like if he did it.
Yeah, if I did it,
No,
he'll write a book.
way.
Yeah, he'll write a book.
I mean,
and say, if I did it.
To be fair, I think that's sometimes where we get in these situations where obviously we politically disagree on certain things, and then stuff comes up, and you see the zeal of like, well, like, got it, ram it through. Yeah. And it's like, all right, if we're talking about stuff like life in prison, you should probably double check.
Yeah, no, it deserves it needs the process. Do due diligence across the board. In fact, more than ever, has to be airtight. Do all of that. But then if at the end of it you go, yeah, Matt Gaetz did all these things, then ram him through. Then ram him through and let his new roommate ram it through too. Like, let it be whatever it needs to be. Let his new life in prison be what it's going to be. You're going to you making shanks out of freaking toothbrushes? Good luck to your future there, Matt Gaetz. Whatever you got to do. But yes, you're right. Due diligence this thing down to the final period and /T, right? Get it done.
Yeah.
Get it right. Mm-hmm. And then get him out.
I mean, I think, yeah, look, if indeed Schrodinger's 17-year-old is real,
yeah,
and she is saying that Matt Gaetz had sex with her and traveled her across state lines, that's a wrap for that's a wrap on Matt. Like, you can't really do more than having the first person witness. It's not, like, especially if she has pictures or videos, and videos were insinuated in that blackmail letter. So if that stuff is real, then that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem.
How unique would it be? Because I know that somebody somewhere is going to write in and go, "Oh, you've forgotten about the story of 1815's William Bigglesworth, who was found to be philandering, and was arrested forthwith on the floor of the Senate," or something like that. I'm going to find out that this is nothing new. But how new is it? Would this be an unprecedented moment? Or
how new is having sex with a 17-year-old being detrimental to somebody's life and career?
No. That's not what I mean. I'm saying
you're asking?
No. I'm asking, how is there any precedent for this ever happening before with a sitting congressman, and then if it goes that far to where he is, removed, arrested, and jailed or whatever? Are there other examples of that I just don't know about? Like, I don't know. Like I'm saying, like something from the 1800s. There's some blustery old fart used to really rile things up in the Congress, and then someone found out he was putting his wiener in his goat's mouth or something like that, and then he's out of there. Like what other comparison story do I have? Or are there any? There may not be, is my point, right?
What are you asking me for? You're
I'm
asking
saying
me for
precedence.
A historical comp of sexual deviance.
Yes, it's like if a president, okay, I'll give you a better example so you can understand. If a president resigned today, I would say, oh, well, the only other example we have of that is Nixon, and here are the differences. Is there any other example of what Matt Gaetz is or might be that we can point to and say, well, in this case, it was this, and he was fired and then put in jail? Like, do we have anything close to this situation if it goes?
I mean, we have certainly had Congress people that have been under federal investigation. We've had Congress people run for Congress from jail. I think Jim Traficant won from jail, if I remember correctly.
Whoa.
There certainly have been those in there. I don't know specifically about sex crime.
Yeah.
The old adage in political scandals is the two fastest ways to end a career is a dead girl or a live boy, which I don't even know if that's appropriate to say in 2021, but at an era where gay scandals were a multiplier on a regular scandal, that was where the idiom came from. So an underage girl, pretty much that is close enough in horseshoes, hand grenades, and sex scandals to a dead girl or a live boy, in my opinion.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, I hope we get more news on this soon so he can just get out of there. That's all I'm saying. Whatever happens, I just want
I would say don't the weirdest thing about this story is that we might never ever hear anything else about it.
Right. Oh, really?
Because there's no actual mechanism right now.
Yeah.
We know that the Department of Justice is investigating.
Yeah.
The Department of Justice investigates a lot. A lot of things just go away, and that's that.
Yeah.
So we don't know. There's a likelihood that we just never hear anything else, and then Matt Gaetz just shows back up on Tucker Carlson in 3 weeks and is talking about whatever, how AOC wore her hair that day, whatever they talk about.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, show. it could just as easily disappear. But I don't know. Also, her being, I assume she's still 17, this person. We don't know who it is or if she exists yet. But if she does, and I have no reason to think she doesn't, you go through all sorts of hoops to protect her identity. And, there's no way we ever find out who that is unless that person really wants to be known, which is possible, too. They may want to be known.
I think we're probably going to, we'll probably that'll probably be.
It'll probably happen,
I don't think a story that is this crazy has things, whether or not it's for the best, whether or not that stays secret. But again, we don't know.
Yeah. Well,
we have no clue. We have no clue what's real. We have no clue. So far, everybody has denied everything. The lawyer that wrote the letter denies that he wrote the letter. Matt Gaetz says he never did any of this. So we don't know.
Booty Grass in the chat says Dennis Hastert's deal may be the closest comparison. He had sex with a minor and was thrown in jail, but wasn't he? That was after he had been in Congress, right? Or he wasn't serving at the time. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't remember.
I am not in. Yeah, I don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, if you want to watch this develop, watch what the MAGA folks do, because it has surprised me that they have not come out in force to defend Matt Gaetz. And if they have not come out in force to defend Matt Gaetz, then that makes me lend more credence to the fact that these things are correct, or that this is actually a situation where nobody knows.
Right. I thought it was just because he was so unlikable. It might just be
a thing.
He's just how do you, like, if you annoy even your most ardent politically aligned people that you work with and they just are annoyed by you, which is what sounds like the general story is, that nobody really likes being around the guy. Like, I don't know why much of them would come rushing to his defense. Like, they're just going to let it play out. They're not going to say anything.
Because in general, the MAGA folks they race to their defense because that's part of the larger narrative.
Yeah.
Right. Like the larger narrative is that the media comes for you and you have to stand up to the media. And that was like, Marge Green's tweet today was like, not a single woman has come out and claimed anything against Matt Gaetz. Meanwhile, like, here are all the women that have come forward for Cuomo, and we lost count with Clinton, and right? Like, that's that's the line I would expect them to use.
Right.
But who knows?
Who knows? Well, we'll have to tune in and see how this develops. Enjoy. I think that's it. Hey, so now that you're all back and settled, what's hot on the docket these days? What do you want people checking out?
Just the Politics Podcast. The live streams will be back next week. I'm going to take this week to actually try and build and tech out the studio. If I tried to stream this week, it would either just be me sitting on my phone or trying to live stream with a half-built studio, which is only a recipe for me to do tech support via chat room, which is my least the thing I like the least on the planet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm building up, but we will be back to some kind of schedule next week.
All right.
First thing to hook up is the a microphone arm.
Usually your arm doesn't get tired. You won't be all sleepy with the.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I'm not even going to use this here. I think next Tuesday I'll be on the other set.
You'll be in the video room. Gotcha.
Oh, right.
I really only plug this in for
audio stuff.
Next Top Podcaster last night.
Yeah.
Then this thing today.
Yeah.
Just for you guys.
Oh.
Well, we appreciate that.
We
Thank
do,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know.
look, I'll let you know how my hair experiment goes, and we wish you nothing but the wind at your back. We'll see you later. All right. The jury can now retire. Wait.
The jury will now retire.
All right. There you go. I remembered to freaking do it for once. Speaking of for once, we're done on time. We're actually done on time today.
We're done for once.
Yeah. We actually hit our clock pretty well today, so we're going to get out of here. A reminder, though, to the fine folks at home that this show subsists and exists on your good graces.
You.
That's right. Patreon.com/TMS is where you can do that. It's still kind of a newy, freshy month, so time is ripe to hop in there and take part in all the cool benefits you get for being a supporter of the show. Patreon.com/TMS. For everything else, go to frogpants.com/TMS. That's for requesting songs on the show. If you're trying to email us and contact us, all that stuff is there. Trying to find our Twitter accounts, our Reddit page, everything is over there. So go check it out, frogpants.com/TMS. All right, Brian, I think that's it.
That's it.
I guess you'll do a song now. You have a song?
I'll do a song. Yeah, I feel like it.
Okay.
I don't have a request for today. Again, just a little nudge. If you've got a birthday or an anniversary this month, I don't know why March was so loaded. Stuff every day, but April is, it's like you say, April, nothing happens in April.
Yeah.
Well, you know what does happen in April? When I don't have requests, I look at birthdays. And you know who's having a birthday today is Francis Black, a.k.a. Frank Black, one of the lead singers of the band The Pixies. So I am going to play a brand new track. This is really cool. So a brand new album came out from 4AD Records. It's streaming right now, and you can pre-order the vinyl, pre-order the CD, but it's called Bills and Aches and Blues, 40 years of 4AD Records. So they've got a bunch of their current artists doing covers of their old artists or doing other covers of other artists. This is Takei Maedza, and a brilliant cover of the Pixies, Where Is My Mind? This is awesome. Here is Takei Maedza.
Fantastic. We'll be back tomorrow for another show. It'll be Wednesday. That means Recommendals with Nicole, and I don't think she's not here for no dumb reason like I did last week. Tom will be here, all that fun stuff. So tune in tomorrow and find out what we watched, because I have a weird documentary to talk about. And
I have two weird movies that that could trigger people with different things.
Ooh, all right. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I like a bit of not controversy,
triggery.
But, yeah. I like a little bit of, we got to make us think, got to make us talk. Ooh.
Yes, exactly. Both good movies, but if you're in one of these two groups, you probably don't want to watch them.
Oh, good. We'll have all sorts of disclaimers. So
yes.
If you're Diced Tomato, you won't like it. All right. That's what we're saying. All right. That's going to do it for us. Thank you all for watching, for listening, for being here. We can't wait to see you again. We'll see you then. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
I am an FBI agent.
Whoa. It's at Matt Gates' house.